it is another video from the same day, and yes, this time it is the same shirt. But we are so busy struggling to get out and film content and do all the editing, so we figured we would take the opportunity to hit on a couple topics that we're trying to cover with you all in the same day and just use the best of our time. And another day where I just look lovely. Fashion inspiration for you here, you guys. What I want to talk to you about today before I do a harvest is the progress on how I repurposed the green stalk containers. I discovered something else new today that made me very upset. So there's, good news and bad news. But overall, what is my experience with the green stalk? For me, you know what, you guys? It's just not really working out as a tower. But I didn't want these things to go to waste, so I had discussed in another video that I was just going to utilize them. And we'll attach that video below so you can see what I was saying. But these containers literally sat in a pile on the other side of the yard, and I didn't use them all year long. So last month I said, you know what? I'm going to just fill these things with soil, and I'm going to use them as just individual little pots so I can pick them up and put them inside of the greenhouse if it gets too cold. And it worked out wonderfully because now I have another resource of planting, and I'm able to use the entire surface area of the green stalk sections, and this is working for me. Now, I've seen so many people have them blow over. So many people have insect infestations, birds that moved in, critters that moved in, spiders, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to touch on that in another segment, so stay tuned for that in a minute. I'm going to show you something that happened, which is another reason why I'm glad I just separated these. And I'm trying to make the best out of a bad situation because I'm so happy that other people have these green stalks set up, and they have dozens of them. Maybe not dozens, but several. And they're really working out for them. For me, it just didn't work. All of our strawberries died, which was the purpose of why we bought them. And we thought, all right, let's see what we can do. So I'm going to give you an updated look at what I'm growing in them as individual tiers and how I made lemonade from lemons. So here's some progress on the carrots. Now, in the last video, they were much smaller. They're not carrots yet, but they're doing actually better in this container than they did back in my actual very deep, tall bed that I was using, specifically for carrots and deep-rooted vegetables. Now, the salad, wow, did this really take off. Look at the beautiful oak leaf lettuce. I highly recommend and encourage you, if you're trying to grow lettuce, you can get a container similar to this shape. It's lightweight. I think they had them on Lowe's. You can get them on Amazon. It's whatever. But look, I use the entire surface space, and now I have this whole other stash of lettuce. Tonight it's going to get cold, so I'm going to pick this up and put it in the greenhouse. But wow, look at outrageous, really gorgeous lettuce. Over here I have Lunix. And these two came from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. This mix here is a blend called Salad Bowl Blend from Botanical Interest. I highly recommend this. It's some sort of oak leaf, but it's a little bit more textured and buttery than this oak leaf, which is from M.I. Gardner. And in its blend, it has some red oak leaf as well. So this has been so delicious and enjoyable. That variety there is called Brentwood that I got from Botanical Interest, and it was a coated seed, which was very different, but it's growing really well. And then we have Flashy Butter Gem, which is doing really well also. Now, right now, it's over 80 degrees, so I got to try to get this into the shade before it decides to bolt. Luckily, the hours of heat are not going to last so very long today, but it's still, this is proof of what you can have when you want to reutilize something and try to make the best situation out of it. Now, the spinach did really well, and I'm really pleased about that because yes, last week I was able to harvest a pound of spinach in one harvest from these containers, and the spinach is doing fantastic. And hey, Dusty, I did take into consideration what you were saying about the chemical compound, I can't remember what it was called, in eating raw spinach and some leafy greens. So I'm looking into that. But honestly, you guys, we eat spinach 7 days a week. I haven't had any problems from eating spinach raw 7 days a week. It is the main source of protein in our diet. So I had the little, the watering sections that go in between the different tiers of the green stalk stashed in the greenhouse just for a place to put them. And I went to pick them up today to see if I could use them for something else. And what I found was something that a lot of people are running into, which is an ant infestation. Absolutely disgusting. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. And I do think these eggs were already attached to these pieces before I even stored them, but we're going to have to bleach these and clean these up. So let's have a look. So you can see these ants are going crazy. Oh, they like shifted gears since I moved. There you can see in there we have eggs and the ants are attacking me. Okay, so I'm literally being attacked by ants right now. This was inside of the watering sections of the green stalk, full of eggs, full of ant colony. I'm going to have to pick this up and move it away from the house. There's thousands of ants. Thought I'd take a quick break away and give you an idea of what's going on today with the progress of this bed. We have so much going on. Hey, bee. Hey, bee. Oh my goodness. You'll find your way out. Just relax. Take it easy. There you go. It's unbelievably hot. Everything in the green stalks are wilting in those sections. Everything, the peas are wilting. So this is the last day of it for a while, but honestly, I'm embracing the break of autumn and getting ready to spend some much needed time in the house and letting the garden sleep, and knowing that hopefully by today we'll have some more progress to show you on the next project. And I'm getting ready to harvest the spinach from the green stalk tiers, and then we're looking forward to having a nice autumn and winter indoors while we can still come out and very casually harvest things from small planters like we have available near the back of the house. So we are going to be taking a much needed break, but we'll probably still make videos about something, so you want to stay tuned. If this is your first time stopping here, my name is Lee. You saw Farmer John. This is our backyard garden, northwestern Burlington County, New Jersey, Zone 7A. So stay tuned, you guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to our channel. So, but before I go, let me just re-emphasize something. I'm not really bashing the green stalk. The green stalk is working for many, many people. It's giving many people the opportunity to garden in places that you would not normally be able to do it. On a patio, in a small yard, in an urban situation where you don't have any beds and it's all concrete. So the green stalk can work. If you live in a high wind area and your green stalk keeps tumbling over, try cutting it in half and just having it maybe 3 tiers high. And that will still work for you. You can pick up the little watering top if you need to water that way and move it from one to the other in order to get everything a drink. But right now I'm just walking around hand watering these little sections in order to make sure everything stays hydrated. So anyway, I'm not bashing the green stalk. I'm just saying it didn't work out for me as a tower, but I'm utilizing it anyway. So that's it, you guys. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for a patio and raised bed progress. Bye.